What's up, guys? Dave with Fix for Fun. Today we're going to be working on a 2001 Ford Escape. It needs a front wheel bearing. I got it all ready partially apart, but it's a press and bearing. I don't have a press, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it without one. Okay, guys, so here's what we've done so far. We took the caliper off the rotor, and then we disassembled the CV shaft, and we split the hub housing from the strut. When we did that, we folded it out of the way and we exposed the backside of the bearing. We pulled the dust seals off and exposed all the internal balls and the cages and stuff. This is a two-part bearing, which means there's two of them stacked like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to nip this inner race with a torch, and then we're going to nip the cage that holds the balls in place, and we're going to pull them all out with a pick and pliers and get one side out, then we're going to get the other side. At that point, the hub should fall out. Then we can torch the inner race off the hub, and then we will remove the outer race from the housing. And then I'll show you guys how to reassemble it with a torch. Okay, so here's what's going on. We got it out. As you can see, the inner races are still on. Once we got it loose, we were able to drive it out. You're getting all these cages and the balls out of it, and it should fall apart. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a torch, and we're going to cut these off the hub assembly. Now, if you've never done this, just be careful. You can always take more off. It's really hard to put it back on, but we're just going to go along this edge, cut them right off, and then they should pop right off. Okay, so here's what we got. We've got the inner race right there, the outer race, and everything's all out. Now what we're going to do, we are going to cool this all down so that we don't melt our boots. And then we're going to shrink the new bearing, and I'll show you how to do that. So with a project like this, I like to take a minute and just make sure that everything's cleaned up. I went through, I cleaned this up, got the few little dings off of it. You want to test it on your spline, make sure that you didn't screw something up. Goes on nice and easy. Then we're going to test the snap ring. And the reason we're testing all this stuff is because the last thing you want to do is get it all together and then not have something go in because it wasn't cleaned properly. You get a lot of slag cutting with a torch, and if it's in a groove or something, you can't get something in, it turns into a nightmare. Now someone's going to say it's still smoking. I can touch it. It's like 40 degrees in the garage where I'm working. So that's why it's smoking. Someone's going to say, you got that way too hot. And it's really not that hot. Alright guys, well that's a wrap. That's how you can install a wheel bearing with a torch and if you have a press available. Obviously a press is the way to go if you have one, but if you don't, you can cheat the system with thermal expansion. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.